Okay, guys, I might have made a little bit of mistake on doing this. You're gonna soon see the folly of my actions.
Besides a lot of support conversations, this might just be a support video in all honesty. We got a lot of support we gotta watch.
I have gratitude.
I know you have gratitude, Petra. Most developed.
I'm still very impressed that this chart like never changes because I see people play this like all the time. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of supports because I wanted to get everyone close to level 30 or above level 30. You're gonna soon find out the fallacies of doing that. Okay, well, first up, Sylvain, I want you to learn a lot. You're good on the magic front and the riding front, so try to get your faith up.
Wow, I seem to be.
You are on a roll. Try to get it perfect.
That was useful.
Get it perfect, Sylvain, or not. Felix, I want you to learn more. Yeah, let's get you to learn more reason.
This could be you.
Okay, reason's done. Ash, you have... Actually, you kind of learn a whole lot and really nothing at this point. Spears are fine, or lances are fine. You're already the final class of the game I want you to be, so... Might as well give you something to work on. There you go. Mercedes, you're fine. You don't really have to learn anything. Annette, you need to learn stuff for when you become level 30. And you're fine.
Yes.
So now,
You're
Annette...
making progress?
Wait. What was the spell she just learned? Hold the piston phone. What did she just learn? Alexandry. Abzarax? Wow, that's a weird name. Abraraxa. I pronounced that wrong. Oh, jeez. Advanced light magic. Light magic that calls light from the heavens down onto the foes. It's an A+. It's an A. Hits 90. Ooh. That's super short range, but that's a pretty impressive spell. Recover. Nosferatu. Heal. Excalibur. Okay. Oh, so basics. Okay, mine's Excalibur. Basic spells do a lot. Okay, cool. I don't know, flying. Ingrid, you are pretty much the last class I want you to ever be, but we'll give you some sword training just for the fun of it.
I'm certain. Ah, no big deal.
Yep.
That...
Marianne, you have to learn not really a whole lot, but I'll teach you a bit of faith, or in reason rather.
Maybe.
Even though you're not really classified to be what I'm gonna basically try to make you. Flame, you don't really get a lot the way I use you, so sure, let's give you something to do with some spare time. I won't discontinue the praise. Just keep doing your best. Come on. Okay, you're all drained. That's good. Who do I have on group task? Ash and Ingrid. You guys are fine. I want, for conversation variety, I want Ash and Happy. Everyone's goals. Do I need to tweak any of them? Not really. I would like to tweak some of it, but it's not really anything I want to tweak right now. Actually, I do want to tweak this. I don't want you to learn riding. I want you to learn sword and reason. Actually, no, sword's fine. We just want you to learn reason at this point. There you go. You're going to be putting all your effort into reason. Flame, you're getting insane treatment. Everyone else is getting insane treatment. That's fine.
Well, may I?
Okay, what do you gotta ask? Excuse me, but can you help me? I always get the feeling that I'm being watched. I get so nervous I can't sleep at night. That's the gods watching over you to make sure you're safe, or you're safe here. It could be someone who's interested in you. You might be right. You should be careful. It's the gods watching over you. That is not what you want to hear. Whoops! Sorry, man. Didn't want to creep you out. I think the answer she wanted to hear was something more along the lines. Oh, wait. No, yeah, you shouldn't respond with goddess because of... I know things! I think we do too, but I don't know because it's been like forever since we've seen that. Birthday! Shamir's. Flowers. I also got a lot of money from doing that.
Let's get it done together.
Yeah! Do it!
Here we go.
I love how happy it's a Pegasus. I feel like her Pegasus should be
if I do
different.
say so myself.
You guys got a perfect right off the bat. Not down. Wait, hold on. I gave Anger flying, right? Catherine has more than us. Lana got more than us.
I'd never have learned.
Yes,
Learned a
yes.
thing or two from technique, never betrayed.
Technique doesn't betray because you're the one using it, Shamir. You smart girl, girl.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, take your stuff and leave. Okay, so before we get to the support break, I don't have the seals, do I? I don't have the seals, do I? Oh, I don't think I got the seals for these characters. Yep, don't got the seals. Can I buy them? Yes! I mean, yeah, I did it correct. She become a Falchion Knight. Perfectly. Falchion Knight. That's gonna be so much more of an increase. And, wow, a lot of good stats, too, to go with it. I think we could buy the Master Seals, right? I don't know, actually. Well, support break, as I said, because we're going to do a lot of supports, because everyone has a conversation with freaking everyone. Holy crap. Well, let's start with Dimitri here. Let's go from the top to bottom.
You've been
I mean,
spending
quiet.
a lot of time at the training ground, Mercedes. As far as swordsmanship goes, you're like a whole new person.
Thank you. I have such a great time when you teach me that improving comes naturally.
I would hope
It's all
so.
because
That's
of
kind
your own hard
of weird if
work.
you didn't.
Compared to you,
You shouldn't be so disappointed in yourself. You're improving too. You just need to keep at it.
Well, I can hold a needle and thread without breaking anything now. That's something.
That's a big step. When we started, you couldn't even hold a pair of scissors without twisting them apart.
True. I'm sorry for being such a burden.
You're no bother at all. I like sewing with you. It reminds me of when I was young and my mother taught me how to sew. My
Okay.
mother would sit with my brother and me, and we'd all sew together. Ah, I really miss it. Even though I was barely better than you when I started. Did your mother like to sew, Dimitri?
My birth mother? From my father's accounts, she wasn't great at it either.
Oh, of
Okay.
course. I forgot that the Queen of Fargus passed away long ago.
Yes. I don't really remember what she was like. But
My arm
I
itches.
remember my stepmother,
Dang arm.
always sitting by the window sewing away.
I'm sure she would have been happy to teach you if you had asked.
She always
should've.
felt so lonely when she was sewing. So unreachable. She was kind to me, yes, but when she was like that, it was hard to talk to her. I'm not certain she would have wished to teach me.
I'm so sorry,
You
Dimitri.
can try it anyways.
I didn't
Should've
mean
tried
to
at
bring
least.
up such difficult memories.
Don't worry about it. If I don't talk about those things sometimes, I'll risk forgetting them altogether. And that would truly be a shame.
I see.
I feel like you're supposed to see this well before the scene that we
But now
got
I'm just going on and
at
on
the end
about
of the
myself.
last chapter.
Why don't you tell me more about you?
More about me? Oh, goodness. I don't even know what to say.
It's
Say
hard
something.
to think of something on the spot, isn't it? You could speak of your family, I suppose.
You want to know more about my family? On that topic, I'm happy to oblige. In fact, I'm so glad you asked.
Okay.
It's important to think about your past and share it every now and then. This might take a while, but would you be willing to stay and listen?
Of course. I will listen for as long as you wish.
Okay. Dimitri and Ingrid. Oh, this one's actually kind of... Oh, this one's kind of hard.
I've been doing some thinking, and it occurs to me that I owe you an apology.
Yeah, you do.
Why do you seem so serious?
In a just world, you would be happily married to Glenn. He truly loved you. And it's clear that you care deeply for him as well. But on that awful night, he died right before my eyes.
It was night? I thought it
could
was
do
during the
nothing
day.
to prevent it. In a
Cutscenes
way,
made it look like it was during the day at
I'm
least.
responsible for you losing the joyous future that should have been yours. I know my words can change nothing, but I'm so sorry, Ingrid.
No, Your Highness. There's no need to apologize.
Glenn's death. It still doesn't feel real. I always looked up to Glenn. He was the very picture of a perfect knight. Noble and virtuous.
Yay!
In the end, he laid down his life. The ultimate sacrifice. I feel proud of him in ways that words can't quantify.
Proud? Truly?
Okay.
That's right. I feel proud that he died for those he was sworn to protect. Proud that he passed from this realm to the next as a perfect knight.
Are you really trying to turn his needless death into an ideal to uphold? You and he are so alike.
Needless death? How can you say that? Glenn gave his life for you, for everyone, and this is how you speak of his sacrifice?
Yes, but
You weren't
when you
there.
lose, it's over.
You didn't witness his last moments. If you had, you wouldn't feel that way.
I don't care to hear your interpretation of his final moments. He was and will always be an ideal knight.
You
Uh-huh.
would do well to rethink that ideal, my friend.
Pardon me? He served in your guard. He took great pride in what he did, in protecting you.
Yes,
The very least you
but...
can do is not spit on his memory.
Sorry, spit on his memory,
If you'll
though. It's
excuse
more...
me.
Like... Life is crap, sometimes.
What is the matter with me?
A lot of things, Dimitri, but, that's neither here or there. Dimitri and Flane are next. Go.
Why are you out and about so late, Dimitri?
Hello, Flane. I could ask you the same thing.
I apologize for all that.
I was feeling restless and came here to think.
I see. I'm here for the same reason.
How funny. But are you feeling well? You look fairly pale.
Okay, maybe I should
It's
mute my
nothing.
microphone for this.
I just have a bit of a headache.
Oh my. Headaches are quite troublesome, are they not? I am sure it will subside soon. Actually, I am quite talented when it comes to healing magic. If you will allow me, I will have you feeling better in no time.
I don't think it's a physical
Kind of-
pain, Flame.
I'm fine.
But why not? Have I offended you somehow?
This headache is something I've dealt with for a while now. Ever since my family and friends were murdered before my eyes. I must never forget that day. I must never allow their deaths to be forgotten. I feel this headache as a reminder of sorts. Of those I failed to protect. And of their murderers who still roam free.
I see.
Uh-huh.
That would explain your somber demeanor. Still, I do not agree with all you are saying. I feel that if I were your father or any of your dear friends whom you lost, I would want you to let go of me eventually. I would never want someone whom I care deeply for to be pained by the loss of me for eternity. And I doubt they would want that either.
Perhaps. Unfortunately, they have left this world, so I can no longer ask their preference.
We cannot ask them directly, but we can imagine how they might have felt. You know who they were as people. As for
Oh, yeah.
me, if I am ever to be but a memory in your future, I want you to remember me in a way that brings you joy. I would want you to smile when you recalled me, to feel warmed by the notion that I cherished your company. I cannot imagine I am the only one who feels this way. Surely, anyone who loved another would wish only for their peace and happiness.
Yep. Should probably take that in your heart, Dimitri, a little
I
bit.
must apologize. I was out of line, clearly. I must get some rest now. Please do not stay up too late yourself.
Good night, Flane. And thank you.
Okay. Dimitri and Catherine next.
Hey there. At it again, are we? It feels like I see you training here every day.
It's my daily routine. I'm ill at ease until I've held a weapon in my grasp.
You said the same thing when you were little.
Right you are. I've been meaning to come and talk to you properly for a while now.
I was about to say the same thing. How long has it been? A decade? More? That was in Ferdiad, as I recall. You were just a little pipsqueak. You really have grown up, haven't you?
That's good.
I'm not sure it was quite that long ago. Not really. But it matters not. I remember those times well. Particularly your first words to me. Look at that young maiden wielding a giant lance. How adorable.
Oh, don't look at me
Jeez.
like that. I was thrown off by your haircut, that's all.
It's all water under the bridge. Now, back then I was quite furious about it.
My father did give me a stern reprimand for speaking so rudely to a prince. But then, I never had a chance to apologize. I was always getting into trouble back then, just like the incident in Dusker.
Speaking of, do you ever think about going back to House Karen? Do you, Cassandra?
No, I'm happy with the life I have.
Okay.
No offense, Your Highness, but I don't fight for king and country anymore. I fight for Lady Rhea.
It doesn't bother you? Being labeled a criminal?
You're worried about my life as a fugitive from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Don't worry about me. I'm here because I want to be. It suits me far better than the life I'd otherwise lead, as a noble lady of the kingdom.
Is that so?
How about you? You've never wanted to roam free? To enjoy life as an ordinary knight, unshackled from all those princely obligations.
I can't say the thought has never crossed my mind. However, I am the son of a king.
Yep.
It's not possible for me to put my own desires before the good of the kingdom.
Ah, you're too serious for your own good. How'd you become such a stiff?
Don't worry, I've been working on that. Stretching is a part of my daily routine.
That's not what she meant.
If you can joke about it, there's hope for you yet.
Also, Catherine, I freaking hate you. Okay, Happy's next.
I did not expect to see you here, Happy. I get the feeling that you didn't come for training.
Listen up, Dee Dee. I remembered something.
Remembered? Ah, does this have something to do with why you were staring at me earlier?
Not
Hopefully.
ringing any bells. I stare at people all the time. Anyway, do you know Anselma?
Selma? Yes, of course. But how do you know that name? That is what my stepmother was called in the Empire. In the kingdom, she was called Patricia.
Oh, so that's what it was. I see now. What a relief. It was
Okay.
really sticking in my craw. Well, now that that's all settled, I'm off to bed.
Just one moment. You may understand, but I most certainly do not. How did you know my stepmother?
She used to visit all the time. I think she was friends with the lady who kidnapped me.
Okay.
Friends? Are you sure?
I heard the lady helped bring her to the kingdom, but I don't really know the details.
So, a trafficker, okay.
When Anselma saw how I was being treated, she got angry, just like you. You remind me a lot of her, actually.
Are we really that much alike?
I'd say so. Come to think of it, you greet people in the same way, hold a book in the same way, you even get angry in the same way. It's uncanny.
I
Okay.
share no blood with my stepmother, but to hear you say that, it pleases me greatly.
That's
She
good.
was the one who raised me. I suppose it makes sense that we would share certain mannerisms. To think that the person you mentioned was my stepmother is baffling, to say the least.
What do you mean?
For all intents and purposes, my stepmother was completely cut off from the outside world. Suffice it to say, few knew that my father had taken a second wife.
Sounds complicated. I can keep my mouth shut if you like.
I would very much appreciate your silence on the matter. But thank you, truly, for all that you said. Truth be told, the union between my father and stepmother has given rise to much speculation.
Okay.
But for now, what's truly baffling me is the identity of that lady you mentioned. She welcomed my stepmother into the kingdom after she fled home due to political strife. No, I must stop this. It's time to put an end to this discussion. Baseless speculation will get me nowhere.
Oh, come on. I finally felt like I understood, and then you go and say something cryptic like that. If I can't sleep tonight, I'm blaming you.
Good, blame him more.
Well, if that happens, come back here and I'll keep you company. I'll be training a while yet. I wonder, could Happy's captor truly be her?
Huh. That's what I've still yet to figure out. Okay, next up is... that's good to do in Ash. Get these two out of the way. Silence! Yay!
You don't like to talk much, huh, Dedu?
I am not skilled in conversation.
Any particular reason?
Reason?
Come on, at least
I
one.
am only here at the monastery because this is where His Highness wishes me to be. Many here are frightened of me, disgusted by me.
Okay.
I grow weary of it.
That makes sense. A lot of people hate Dusker. They think all kinds of terrible things. Some of them even think you kidnap and eat people.
Oh, really now?
We sound like true monsters.
Why are you smiling? Shouldn't it make you angry?
I suppose.
If those people would just talk to you, I'm sure they'd change their minds. I'll admit that when I first got here, I found you kind of intimidating. I didn't know if it was okay to talk to you. I hesitated. But like I said before, I just wanted to get to know you. And now that I have, I'm not scared at all.
I am not very good at interesting conversation.
We can work on that. Tell me about Dusker. What was your hometown like?
Calm. More forested than Fargus. Each town
Okay.
had a specialty. Smithing, fishing. You would be better off reading about it in a book.
Okay, maybe you're right. But answer me one thing. You're a great cook and you learned at home. Why don't you make more Dusker-style food?
As we have established, people hate Dusker. Food by itself may be harmless, but it is better not to sow seeds of discontent.
Ah.
True.
But the cuisine of Dusker is delicious. I'd really like to try more of it.
I am pleased to hear you say so.
That's good. Oh, Ash's conversations are done fully. Jesus. Okay, next up is it. Annette.
Hi, Dedu. I wanted to thank you again for helping me out the other day. Everything was ready in time for dinner, and we all agreed the food was really tasty.
I barely did anything.
Well, you kept her in check for the most part.
With just a few ingredients, you made an amazing meal. I could never have done it. No way. You deserve all the praise in the world.
I still have much to learn.
True.
Truly delicious food brings a smile to people's faces. Until I see His Highness smile in that way, I will spare no effort to improve.
Oh, I see. But right now, His Highness is... sorry. Never mind. You must be really ambitious if you're not satisfied with that meal. I'd love for you to teach me your ways. I want to be a great cook, too.
Your skills are not the problem. You merely make errors of negligence.
Okay.
Well, sure. I know that. But how can I stop making those errors? No matter how hard I try, I always seem to mess things up. The pan explodes when I cook. I forget my purse when I go shopping. That's just how life is for a scatterbrain like me. Just the other day, I was nearly laughed off the training ground for wearing mismatched shoes. My uncle used to sigh in despair when he saw me messing
Okay.
something up.
You simply fail to pay attention to your surroundings. Ensure the pan is on the flame and that the knives are put away properly. Look at yourself in the mirror before you go out to make certain you have what you need. Everyone makes mistakes, but yours should be easy enough to correct.
I mean, most mistakes are
That's all great
easy to
advice.
correct.
Thank you, Dedu. You really have a kind heart. At first, I thought you were so stern all the time.
Am I that imposing?
A little bit.
Well, a bit. Maybe if you smiled sometimes. All you have to do is lift up the corners of your mouth. Like this. See?
I see. I will try it.
And you look so smug. Real smug. Okay, do you have Ingrid next? Oh, yay!
Are you injured?
Another hard conversation.
Dedu, saving the day again?
Apologies.
I'm the one who owes you an apology.
Yeah, you're being
You've
reckless.
saved my life how many times now? If I keep being so callous, I'll seem ungrateful.
No matter.
But
I'm accustomed to it.
Even so.
I'm sorry, Dedu.
Why?
Because the way I speak to you is unnecessarily harsh. The truth of it is, I lost someone very dear to me in Dusker. The punishment came swift to your people, and when I heard of the slaughters, well, I thought it was a punishment well earned. I thought the people cruel and heartless, deserving of the tragedy that ultimately befell them.
Uh-huh. And now you think differently,
You.
I hope.
You're different. You seem nothing like the people of whom I speak. So why not speak back against how I and so many others feel? Why not question this unfair prejudice and tell me I haven't the right to hold a grudge against you? If you just speak to me, if you tell me the truth about all of this.
I do not know the truth of it myself.
Most
His
people probably
Highness
wouldn't.
says the tragedy was not the fault of my people. But just like anywhere, there were many different people in Dusker. Some very good, and others very bad. It is not unimaginable that some may have conspired to take part in that wickedness.
Yep.
Perhaps we are merely victims. Or perhaps we are regicidal monsters.
Whatever the truth of it is, you are not to blame.
Yeah, they
The
should have
people I
found
hate are
out
the
who
ones
actually was
responsible
involved.
For that whole mess. You just got caught up in all of it.
Ingrid,
You've rushed
Blame
to
an
my
individual,
side.
not a
You've
group.
saved me countless times. I am sorry for how I've treated you. Truly.
if you think of me as your ally, that will suffice. For me, that is enough.
That was a good heart-to-heart. Dedu still has one flame. Okay.
Tonight's meal looks exquisite. Time for me to make the most of this opportunity.
Steal everything. Little
Right.
freaking munchkin, I swear.
Slow down. Your dinner is not going anywhere.
I am not sure it is your business to tell me how to consume my meal.
Jeez,
This
Flame.
food is absolutely delectable. I have not eaten something this tasty in ages.
No thanks.
Well, good.
I suppose my enthusiasm is a tad overwhelming. Do you happen to know who cooked this meal?
He did.
I did.
You are the chef?
Hug him.
Today? Yes.
I do not think I have ever been brought to tears by a meal. Oh, Dedu, you are a chef without peer.
What about your mother?
That was truly more delicious
Who died?
than anything
I realized what I just said after that. I'm like, whoops.
I highly doubt that.
No need for modesty. I could certainly never make anything even remotely so delicious.
I know you couldn't.
That gives me an idea. Will you please teach me how to cook such delicacies as the one I ate just now?
You want me to teach you to cook?
Indeed. I have never been so emotional over cuisine. You must teach me your ways.
Enthusiasm's a little too much.
Only if you are serious, and do not quit halfway through.
Oh, I would not dream of it. Thank you, Chef Dudu.
Sorry about that. Felix, you have a frick ton that you can't access right now. Well, Bernadette is first.
You.
What did I do?
A lot.
Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I know, I get it. I'm sorry. I can't stand the sight of me either.
I never said that.
Jeez.
Stay right there. You're always running away. You must really find me irritating.
Irritating, I know. I completely... What? No, I mean, I know I'm irritating, but... Huh?
Stop. Do you remember when you came up behind me and knocked the sword from my hands? I need you to teach me that technique.
Was that really a
Sword?
technique, though?
Teach? Technique? That's a
Come on,
joke,
Majima.
right? Because that's just about the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Maybe so, but I saw you do it. You don't remember? You moved like a flash, and before I knew it...
Nope, wasn't Bernie. You must have dreamed it. Unless my accuser dares to produce some evidence.
Yes,
Pull your sword out again.
I still have your satchel, see?
Oh, my satchel. Wait, that? No, that's not mine. You can't prove it's mine.
Your name's in
No,
it.
it's yours.
I'm innocent, I swear. Merciful Zero, save me.
This is getting nowhere. But, maybe I should corner her like last time. Then she'll use the technique without thinking.
Try it.
Never mind. I'm done here.
Lies! All lies! I didn't do any... Uh-huh.
Just throw the satchel at her head at this point.
Where'd he go?
She has reflexes. She could probably dodge. And plus, it's not like it's a lethal satchel. It's just like, here's your satchel, Blanc. Okay, Sedith and Felix.
May I help you, Sedith?
Finally noticed me, I see. Good to see that you are so dedicated to your training.
Do you have need of my sword?
No, this is not a military matter. I would like to discuss the distance you seem to be keeping from the others.
Distance?
Okay.
Follow.
I have noticed that you like to keep others at arm's length, and in most cases, quite a bit further.
Keeping a close eye on me. They don't share my values, that's all.
Okay.
Is that why you train alone? Because your friends do not share your values?
You seem displeased.
A little bit.
I suppose you're going to tell me, to defeat your enemies, you must have dependable allies.
That's not exactly how I would phrase it, but having good relationships with your allies is essential in combat. I am sure you realize that it is easier to bond with people when you interact with them more. There are limits to what one person can do alone. Great things cannot be achieved without allies.
Agreed.
You sound like my father. You're saying it's in my own interest to make friends?
To put it simply, yes. As much as you possibly can. To be honest, I envy you.
How so?
Because I know what it is like to not have many people to call friends.
I wouldn't have guessed that. There are so many devout believers.
Believers and friends are two
About
different
friends.
things.
People to speak with on equal terms. You have many friends here. You should take care to attend to them.
I'll consider your advice, but I'm not usually one to change my mind.
To be young.
Reminds him of yourself, huh? Okay, oh my god. Okay. Sylvain, you have... Actually, 2. Okay. Well, let's get flames first.
Sylvain.
Hi. Why do you look so down?
Let's hear it.
But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord,
can I assume you figured out I'm not a monster?
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you earlier, Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation. I've just...
That's already a good thing, Sylvain.
got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her. Like you, for instance.
Sylvain, don't.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my magic will help heal you.
She's too innocent. Or
No,
acting too
I
innocent.
didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's move on.
I feel like she's
Take
definitely
this to
acting
mean
at this
everything is
point.
good between us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
You would
Get her a
treat me
lot
to
of fish.
feast. That is very kind of you.
A chance to spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure. Your voice like birdsong, your eyes clear as diamonds. But above all, I'm drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms, Flame.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess a
Wouldn't
girl
it be
as
emeralds
cute as you
though,
would do a
considering
lot of
green
compliments.
eyes?
Anyway, what type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake. Oh, I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one.
Well, she doesn't get
Sheltered
it.
Girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff. But she's much too savvy, even for a smooth talker like myself.
Well, there's reasons for that. There's a lot of reasons for that, Sylvain. Okay, Marianne's next.
Hello, Marianne.
You gotta learn how to talk, man!
Avoiding me? It hurts. It really does.
I'm not avoiding you. I'm just not very good at talking to people in general.
I told you I'm on your side, and I meant it. I'm guessing you don't much like talking about crests. Call it a hunch.
Well,
Makes sense.
I'm the same way, you know. The value of my life has always been dictated by the damn thing. It's not fair to have your worth determined by something you can't control. Growing up in House Gautier taught me that the hard way.
what
Oh, I'd
do you
imagine so,
believe
very
determines
easily.
a person's value?
I like to think it's a person's smile.
Huh? Their smile?
A smile. It tells you who someone is. Are they fake or sincere? It also makes you feel stronger when you smile. My smile helps me focus and set free all of that power I never asked for.
I wonder.
Okay.
Try it out, Marianne. Be strong-willed and put everything you've got into your smile.
Smile. Be strong-willed.
She kinda is, right there.
How's this?
Yeesh, that's a terrific first try. If a bit stiff, lift the corners of your lips just a bit. Oh, I know. Try saying cheese.
Cheese?
Hey, that was good. It might feel a bit unnatural, but you'll get used to it soon enough.
Cheese.
I would hope so. God, your eyes
Sure
that
this
way
will make me
are creepy to me for some reason.
Guaranteed. It's a great smile, you know? Let's go to town and show it off. If you lift your eyes from the ground, you'll see that the world has all sorts of amazing things to offer. The more you realize that, the more you'll smile.
I'll think about it.
Please, don't let me pressure you. If you don't want to go, I understand.
It's not that I don't like going into town. I'm just eager to get back to my room. I want
Practice?
to practice my smile. If
Yay!
I keep practicing, maybe someday I'll be ready to go into town with you.
Oh yeah? That sounds great. I can't wait to see your best smile.
You got her, Sylvain. You got her to think positive about herself. Also, ooh, geez, a lot of these conversations will take a little bit longer, so I'm going to say, well, I'm not going to say, I'm going to, well, obviously I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say, on the next time we play Fire Emblem Three Houses, we will carry on with the support conversation and just get most of it done, just because there's a lot to talk about. Or a lot to see, rather. So, I'll see you guys in a short bit.